Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a quick lesson, speaking on how you people, man, you people that, want to scorn and scoff, okay, you wacky-tacky, bugged-out so-called Christians, you want to continuously come up to our camps, okay, you want to continuously pop up on chat boards and comment boards and live streams, okay, spewing your madness, okay, with the same talking point, okay, everybody can be saved, God loves everybody, the laws are done away with, okay, the Old Testament is superseded, okay, by the New Testament. You people are gonna find out, okay, you people are gonna find out in the days to come, okay. Not only are you gonna find out, okay, that Yahweh Shai, okay, is a so-called black man, okay, but you're also gonna find out that he's only coming to deliver his people, okay, of the nation of Israel, which consists of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, the elect of the nation, and speckled birds, okay, which are Israelites that may look like the other nations, but their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? And they look like the other nations due to the curses in Deuteronomy 28 and 64, being that we've been scattered, man. Okay? Only the elect of the nation of Israel only will be delivered. And upon that day is when you people are going to come to that conclusion. You see, when you beheld, okay, the deliverance, okay, of the saints, man. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I want to start here. Let's go here, bear with me. Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, starting at verse 1, and it reads, "Then shall that righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him." Who is this righteous man? Well, it will be none other, okay, than the servants, the prophets. And we can prove that when we go. Let's jump here real quick to the book of St. Matthew, the 10th chapter, starting at the 41st verse, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, and it reads, "He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward." And as you can see, you have righteous and the prophets, okay, in the same breath, man. Okay? The righteous consisting of the elect, starting with the servants, the prophets, man. You see that? So these are those men, okay, those righteous men we're reading about in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, in the 1st verse, okay, that are standing in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, man, and made no account of his labors. And this is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, first and foremost, man. Okay, as we're aware of, okay, they're in a position of power, okay, right about now. You see? the powers that be, which come in the form of these global elites, these international banking families, man, the DuPonts, Gettys, Oppenheimers, Bloombergs, you see, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, man. You see? They've made no account for our labors, man. Here it is. They won't even pay you, Jake, reparations. Not that reparations would do you any justice, but they won't even do that much for you. Why? Because they don't give a damn. And ultimately, pursuant to the curses, what's that? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Okay, no man, it tells us that no man shall buy us, man. Okay, going into deliver. No man shall deliver us, man. You see, so ultimately, it's going to take Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to do the recompensing, man. And that's exactly what he's going to do upon his return. You see, as we go into the age of Jacob, with you heathen, starting with the elites of all you heathen, okay, from Edom, okay, all the way down to Hamites, man. Okay, you will be the first fruits of slavery, man. You will be the first fruits of captivity in the age of Jacob. You see? Pursuant to the book of Psalms. What's that? Psalms. Let's go get it real quick. Let's make that point. The book of Psalms, chapter 149. And let's start at verse 6, and it reads, "Let the high praises of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand." In whose hand? We're going to have to read up a little bit. Let's start at verse 1 and jump down. "Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, in his praise in the congregation of saints." And this new song is likened unto this gospel, man, which is being sung skillfully. Okay, by who? The servants, the prophets, man. Okay, the saints being who? The Israelites. And we'll show you that. Let's continue. Let's jump down. As a matter of fact, it tells you that in the next verse, right? "Let Israel rejoice in him." We'll jump down after this. See that? "Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king." See that? Separation. You see that? Jumping down to the point. "Let the high praises of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai be in their mouth." And the phone chimed in. In whose mouth? Israel's mouth, man. Okay? Now we understand the talking point of this precept. "And a two-edged sword in their hand," man. And that's literal. To what? To execute vengeance upon the heathen. See that? And punishment upon the people. See? And the eon to come, justice and judgment is going to go forth, man. You see? Righteous recompense, okay, is going to be executed. Psalms 149 and 8. "To bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron." And it mentioned you heathen, a previous precept. See? So all you nobles, okay, and kings of the heathen, you're going into chains and fetters of iron in the eon to come, in the age of Jacob. You see that? It's written. Check it out. "To execute upon them the judgment written." See? "This honor have all his saints." Again, being the Israelites, and we'll show you that later on in the lesson. "Praise ye the Lord Yahweh." You see that? This is the reparations. that's going to come in the form of true justice, man. Upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. You see? Hey, we don't want your fiat currency, man. No, man. We want what's required. You see? And that's what's written, man. That righteous recompense. Let's jump back to Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse 2, and it reads, when they see it, when who sees it? First and foremost, the nobles. And we'll show you that. They shall be troubled with terrible fear. See that? And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, right? When you go to Revelations 11, okay, it tells you what? The elect is going to hear a voice in heaven saying, come up hither. Okay, and they're going to ascend up into the clouds, into the chariots, man. And our enemies are going to what? Beheld us. Beheld going into witness. They're going to witness the salvation of the elect. You see? It's going to tell you that in this chapter as well. Okay, but real quick, let's jump here real quick. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and verse 1, and it reads, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. And this Babylon is talking about Mystery Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. If you don't know who the daughter of Babylon is, go Google it on your phone right now. That's all you got to do. Google daughter of Babylon. You're going to understand what Babylon this is talking about. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, the banner being the Bible, the high mountain being the daughter of Babylon. Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may enter into the gates of the nobles, man. You see that? And that's exactly where this word has entered. It's entered into the gates of the nobles, man. The powers that be. Okay? They've caught wind. Okay? Of this testimony that we hold, man. And they're biblical scholars. Okay? Are counseling with them. Okay? Telling them, yeah, hey, they found out. Because one thing we got to understand, like the elders and apostles say, in order to tell a lie, you got to know the truth. You see? And to attack the truth the way they're attacking it, it's got to be the truth. Okay, it was all good just a week ago when Jake was calling on Jesus Christ and going to church. But now the true gospel is coming out in the highways and byways, and Jake is waking up. Okay, and now it's time to take the Bible off the streets, right? Now it's time to take the Bible off the scene, right? Now it's time to get rid of the Bible now, because the true narrative, okay, of the Bible has come into fruition. You see? See, the true narrative of the Bible exposes evil E. You see, this is why back in the time of cattle slavery, they didn't want Jake reading the Bible. You see? They didn't want Jake reading the Bible back in the time of cattle slavery. Because they knew they were hiding secrets, man. They knew that they were feeding Jake on those plantations and those churches and on those plantations white supremacy doctrine, man. In the form of those slave Bibles, man. You see? This is why, hey, this Bible, this truth, is public enemy number one, man. Why? Because ultimately, we're speaking prophecy into existence. This is the way it has to play out. This is the way this man has to be removed. This gospel must be preached throughout all four corners of the earth, as it tells us in Matthew 24:14. And then the end's gonna come. You see? Let's go back. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, And verse 3, and it reads, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. And when you get this word derision, it goes into what?
Derision.
Contemptuous, right? Ridicule or mockery. See? Hold on. Ridicule, jeering, right? Sneers, scoffing, right? Taunting, ragging. Pretty much a joke, man. We're looked at as a joke right now, man. Okay, here it is. We're in holy garbs, but you got individuals talking about, oh, you guys are wearing dresses, just spewing false doctrine, spewing lies. No, man, they're not lies, and it's far from false doctrine, and these are not dresses. Okay, these are holy garments. Okay, the same style garments that our Mashiach and the holy apostles and prophets wore back in the days of old, man. You don't believe me? Go read Revelations, the 1st chapter. Okay, it tells you what Yahweh Shai was wearing, man. You see? But you got so-called Christians that claim to know the Bible. Okay? Create a narrative. Okay? As if we're wearing dresses, man. Okay, not to mention they'll come up to the camps trying to school us. But here it is, we can bring up a certain precept, and they don't even know who's speaking in a certain precept. And it does matter. Okay, for brothers to pull out, John 17, and you don't know who's speaking, you don't know the Bible the way you think you do. You clearly don't have the understanding if you don't know who's speaking in John the 17th chapter. But you claim to have read the Bible from front to back 4 times over. But you don't know who's speaking in John 17? It goes to show that you're not well studied. You see? Let's go back. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 3 again. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. And this is how we're gazed upon, man. This is what the people consider us to be. Mad. Fools, right? Our end to be without honor. Contrary to popular belief, that couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. Because ultimately what we're doing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it's biblical prophecy, man. And whether you can believe it or not, the prophets are on the scene. The prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are on the scene. And only the elect, the remnant, the righteous are going to hear the voice of Yahweh Shai and follow him, man. And the phone chimed in, man. You see? Let's get a little more. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? And his lot is among the saints. There goes that word saints again. Who are the saints? Let's go find out. Let's go to the book real quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 50. In verse 5, and it reads, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And when you go here, now where did we gotta go? We gotta go to the Torah to see who that sacrifice, okay, that covenant was made with, okay, by sacrifice. Let's go get it. The book of Exodus chapter 24. And verse 4, then we're going to jump down. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord Yahweh, and rose up early in the morning and builded an altar. And what's an altar? Where you place sacrifices, man. And whether you believe it or not, these camps, okay, are considered altars, man. So you people coming up to these camps with your madness, okay, you have no idea that you're doing wickedness. Because that's your sacrifice, man. That's why it will behoove you to come up and with order and with respect. You see, because ultimately you will be judged accordingly based off your actions, man. Coming up to these altars. And hey, don't get it twisted. These various camp channels and pre-recordings and live streams, these are digital epistles, man, which are likened unto altars as well. You go type in madness, hey, guess what? You just put a sacrifice up on the altar, man. See? Snared you. The Lord done snared you. You see? Let's continue on. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning and building an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to who? The 12 tribes of Israel. Hold on, there's more. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. Okay? At this point, who's on the scene? The 12 tribes of Israel. Let's jump down. Matter of fact, let's keep reading. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it to the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Lord has said we will do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord Yahweh had made with you concerning all these words. You see, this is who the saints are, man. So who the hell are you imposters claiming to be us? Okay? Who are you heathen claiming to be saints? What you're going to find out is that you're going to be looking like a fool, man. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 5 and verse 6, and it reads, therefore have we erred. Right, error, you were in error. Okay, you were going off. Okay, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. You see that? You 2/3 Jakes, what should have been for your welfare has become a snare and a trap for you. You heathen, okay, thinking that you can be part of the covenants, the promises, man, the oaths, and you out of your mind. Go read Romans 9. Okay, you got Galatians 3 and John 3:16 confused, man. Because it's all about Israel, starting with the elect on this side, pursuing the Galatians 6 and 16, okay? The God of the Israel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, you heathen can forget about it. Okay? You have no place in the salvation that's coming. And the phone chimed in, man. And you're going to be looking real crazy out there, man. You're going to be looking real crazy. Let's close out right here. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3. And verse 22 and verse 23 is the point. Return ye backsliding children, and I will hail your backslidings. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord, power of our power. You see, let's read that one more time. For thou art the Lord Yahweh, our power. You see that? Israel's power. Check this out. Truly in vain, okay, is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of the mountains. Hills and mountains, that's allegorical speech. Okay, hills going to smaller governments, mountains going to bigger ones. You see? And this is going into you heathen. Okay, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Vain going into what? Pointless. You see? It's futile. It's not going to happen. Okay? Truly in the Lord Yahweh, our power is the salvation of Israel. Again, starting with the elect. And ultimately, when these things come to pass, lo, they will come. Okay, you people are going to come to the conclusion that the true servants of the Lord, the true prophets were before you, man. Okay, and the God of Israel and his only begotten son, okay, is going to deliver the elect of Israel first and foremost. Okay, but ultimately show mercy, okay, to the rest of the nation. As it's written, all Israel should be saved in the Lord, where they'll be born back into the kingdom through the loins of the elect and be able to take part in that second covenant, being immortal, having sovereignty, having rest. You see? And you heathen are going to be placed where you belong, and that's underneath the feet of Israel, man. Again, which consists of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And on this side, there will be speckled birds. But in the kingdom of heaven, they'll be in their rightful tribe. You see? It's just due to the curses. They're gonna look up. They're gonna take on the look of these heathen, being that we've been scattered. You see? and you heathen are gonna be looking real stupid in a minute. Okay? And we creeping up on that moment. We're creeping up on that moment, man. Yahweh Shai is right around the corner. So yeah, hey, be afraid. Be very afraid. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yamla Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.